I think sometimes trading can be very tricky, and that's why sometimes you have to always trying to find a way to trade to feel comfortable with. But sometimes most of the problem that we have with trading is stick with our strategy. It doesn't matter how good the strategy is, but if you don't following it, it's still going to cause a lot of loss because you're going to start using your emotion when you trade. For instance, I take a look at that setup that I have right now in my charts. I customize the ThinkOrSwim so so it can actually show me when the uptrend start and when the downtrend start, also as well as when to stop, when to entry and exit those positions. So, for instance, if you take a look at each time my background is turned color, let's say it turned color green, for instance, right here. If you take a look at a background green on that section right here, what time was that one? We take a look at today's trade, where the trade start right here. The market climbing nicely, no problem there. But right after that, it gives you an exit about 15 minutes after the market open. After the 15 minutes, it confirmed there's a downtrend that started. And the downtrend not only is give you the confirmation on you can see the sell short, it give you the confirmation on it, and also the background was already in the red. That's mean we are on a downtrend. So you try to exit before or at the red when they don't have nothing on the background. For instance, right now there's a neutral. Sometimes we get out on the neutral side, or you get out when the signal is signaling to exit. But you start the short always on the back on the red background. You try to avoid entry a position when it's not. If you try to go long, try to go on the green background, but do not try to go on the red background. So that's why that one is actually taking a look at right now. So if you take a look at the short take you from 8:45 all the way to 11:20 this morning, where the actually reversal come out. Then you have a big gap where there's like undecided because the long come in after 12 o'clock today. But you can see before that we still have in a green from 11:35 to 12:05. It was green background. They got some good confirmation to go on the long side. I can still go long as long as my background is green. And if you take a look at from 12:05 all the way to 1 o'clock, 1:05, 1 hour, it was a nice move all the way when they give you the exit position. Then the red come on, but it still looks like a little sideways, but it still give it a short entry and an exit right after that. But look at that. At 2 o'clock, the market just kept climbing. He gave you that exit about 155, but by 2 o'clock, it's climbed all the way to the top and said the market closed. So all we have to do is follow the color. If somebody that's left no experience trading using that strategy, is easier for them to trade well with that strategy than somebody that have experience, or somebody that have experience but instead of focusing on the chart but looking at the money that they are making or losing on the trade. By following that, you use your emotion instead of the trading system, and that's very hard to do during that trading scenarios. That was for the Warsaw. If we take a look at the Nasdaq, for instance, let's take a look at the Nasdaq, how the Nasdaq perform. Same thing here. I mean, look at the reversal on that. Almost the same thing. The morning, nice climbing, pull back, climb back up, go sideways, exit. Then after 2 o'clock, market just climb all the way to the top. If we take a look at the stocks, let's take a look at Tesla, for instance. Here's Tesla. Tesla almost do the same thing. You see how the Tesla just move down, down. You see, and I have also a few other indicators that I also follow too as well. got some other indicator that I follow. Uh, so for instance, I'll take a look at I look at the Dow, how the Dow looks. See, almost they all looks very similar, very nice charting. Following that is a very give you very clear, precise entry and exit. It's a question of following it. Following sometimes is very hard. Sometimes it's tough. Sometimes you have a big candle and tough candle. It's hard to follow sometimes. But overall, the trading cannot be that it's not difficult, but it's not hard. It's a question of discipline, following the rules and stick with the rules. So I have a couple indicators that I also customize that I add also to my chart. For instance, I'll show you. I also have uh, I also have the DMI that I use that I have on mine. Let me take a look at that. I got the DMI that I have. I also have the MACD. I also have the TTM. I have those too, but all of those are customized to meet my goal when I'm trading. And you can see how they looks like. So everything is something that give you nice confirmation about the entries, and then all we have to do sometimes is following it. If you look at the bottom, all the way to the bottom one, this is the combination between the TTM and the DMI. The bottom one is between the TTM. It shows you that we are trading up. You can tell when it's trading up, trading up. We are trading up, and the last entry was a long entry position and you can see from here at 225 that was the entry was there, but the confirmation for the entry was at 45 was at 45 to 57. 45 to 57 is why here 45 to 57, that's why the entry was confirmed. That's a long position to entry. See, very neat, very nicely trade, very nicely trade. So now that's the question of following that pattern, stick with the rules and trading it. Uh, that's what that one's about. Very nice, customized charts. Not too many things on the screen. I can use just the chart by itself without any indicator on the bottom, because all I have to follow is what my background on the screen on the top of the chart showing me. You show me a long, I stay long. You show me on the short, I stay on the short. You show me do not trade. Like sometimes you can see there's a gap between. The gap between typically mean hold. They give you a position. He said this is a hold position. This is not for an entry. Same thing if we take a look at Tesla to see what Tesla. Actually, let's take a look at Nvidia, for instance. If we take a look at Nvidia, is what Nvidia shows us for today. Nice reversal, but at the end of the day, he said that's a hold as the market closed right now. But against the minute, he said that's a hold. But look at that right here, the DMI start trading down. You can see from here the DMI is trading down. Down here is also trading, is showing down. The TTM is a very dark blue, mean is the market start getting weaker. That's what is the dark blue color mean. And you can see the MACD is a sideways. It's moving sideways. Everything is nice and clean, showing uh, how that trade looks like. So it seems to be very simple, very easy, and I'm try to stick as much as possible to stick with that strategy to make sure that I can follow the rules. If I follow the rules, I don't see why you cannot get success on trading on the market, because all the work is already done, all the strategy, all the custom code already implemented in the chart system. So it doesn't matter what time frame I'm using, I can follow the same thing. Let's say this is a 5 minute time frame. I can change it to anything. Let's change it to 50 ticks, for instance. See, the chart still clean. It's still whatever chart you time frame you decide to choose, the strategy still trade perfectly nice. It doesn't matter what time frame that you are using, you can still trade it. 100 ticks. Here's the 100 ticks. Show how that market trade. This is this morning where the market opened from here. Here's where the market opened. Go up, short, then give you a little long. If we take a look at, let's take a look at ATR charts. Here's the ATR. All right, let's conclude for this demo.